And I like the way you were putting it. It's like it's not really equine therapy as much as it is equine wellness. And so creating an equine wellness center where the horse is as important as the person. And I would say in some of the equine therapies that I've gone to and really looked at, it's almost as though the horse is a tool and not necessarily, it's a tool to help the person, which is great.
It works, yeah.
It's not a negative. But if we switch that and we look at the horse as a part of, just like a practitioner, more like a living conscious being instead of a tool, then we put everyone on equal ground. And that horse and the consciousness of the horse suddenly becomes so vital to the interaction. And that's what I heard you talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when my heart went.
For me, the horses really do the work, right? I mean, I'm obviously going to keep the situation safe. I'm going to make sure that I'm there and guiding. But really, when it comes down to it, the horses are the teachers. They're the guides. They are much wiser than I think I am. They are very in touch with their energy, with the world around them, with the universe, with so many more. They can feel much more, right? They're much more in touch with that intuitive nature than most human beings. And that's just, we can go down another path about that. But, they on a daily basis, on a minute by minute basis, that's how they communicate, and we don't communicate like that as much. So for me, I just step back a lot and I allow a client to have a totally unscripted communication with the horse. And it's really fascinating. I don't give them tasks to do. The horse isn't going to be, like you said, kind of a tool, do this with the horse or ask the horse to do that. There's a time and place for that. But what I really want is, how are you showing up with this horse? And the horse is going to tell you right away. And this horse is going to tell you more than me. We're really good at being or feeling a certain way on the inside and representing ourselves very differently on the outside. Very much. Like, we're very incongruent. Being really authentic in this world is hard. And for horses, they don't allow that. They want you to be the same on the inside and the same on the outside, but people will allow that. We're like, you can be whoever you want on the outside. You're probably not like that on the inside, but we just accept it. It's kind of how we roll with it. We all have our different traumas. We all have our different things. But the horses, if you've got some stress going on and you've got worry and your nervousness or whatever it is, or expectations inside of you, but you look very calm and cool on the outside, like, you might be able to breeze by me like that. And because some people I don't know, we do this for a lifetime. But the horses know, if you try and put one hand on that horse, but you've got all this other thing going inside, generally they're going to let you know. And like, our horses will move away. They'll have a reaction like eyes open or, look like they're very alert. Versus if you're very calm on the inside, your energy is very similar on the outside. You put a hand on and the horse is going to reflect that. So they're very real-time a real-time communication of what you have going on. And so like, that to me is so much more helpful in our life because they don't lie. They're very honest. They call you on all your stuff, but they'll always show back up. 2 minutes later, you could have let that go or whatever it is and come right back to that horse and they'll be there for you. It's not like people, like, they don't hold grudges. We remember all these things. They're very much in that moment. They are prey animals. They will go into fight or flight or whatever it is, but then they'll shift right out of that and come back to this present moment. So they're not always like worrying about the future, worrying about the past. They have this great capacity to communicate with you right in that moment.